pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Colts. I'm your magical, magnificent anchor, Asher.
And I'm your super awesome, amazing, terrific anchor, Chris.
And this is KTV for November 7th, 2024. Hey, Colts, make sure you get your new yearbook at jostens.com or click on the newsletter before prices skyrocket. I've already got mine.
I know I'm getting one soon while it's cheap. But what about you?
I don't know yet, but on the topic of books, we have a video from Miss Parnes at the library.
Let's go now.
Hi, it's Miss Parnes coming to you from the library, and I came to tell you about some books. And I want to start off with this one with the great cover, The Murder Game. So this is called a high energy whodunit. So there's Luke and his friend Oscar, and Oscar's sort of a troublemaker. And they go out into the woods, they leave their boarding school, and they go meet some friends in the woods one night. And then they find out the next morning that one of their teachers was murdered the night before. And they'd heard something in the woods, and they're wondering if it has anything to do with it. And then Oscar gets framed for the murder of the teacher. And so the other three friends decide to solve the murder of the teacher because they know Oscar didn't do it. That's The Murder Game. And then this one looks really interesting. It's called Live Your Best Lie. And there's a social media influencer, Summer Cartwright, and she has millions of followers. And this is like twisty and snarky in all the best ways. And so she goes missing at her annual Halloween party. And then there's an anonymous message that she's going to die. And so all the people closest to her, her frenemy, her wannabe, her ex-boyfriend, her bestie, go and try to solve what has happened to Summer. And there's multiple viewpoints. Some of it is told in social media posts. Some of it's told in texts. And there's all the different viewpoints of all the different characters. So a lot of you really like that. It's really fun. And you will never guess the ending. And then another mystery. This one takes place during World War II. It's called The Bletchley Riddle. And there's two brothers and sisters, Jacob and Lizzie. And Jacob is actually joining top minds in Britain. This takes place in London to crack a Nazi secret cipher, secret code. And Lizzie is trying to solve the disappearance of their mother. And Hitler's forces are getting closer and closer to London. And there are also like these baffling messages and codes being delivered to their doorstep. So there's all kinds of riddles and mysteries to solve in this one. And then related to World War II, I just got the graphic version of a pretty popular nonfiction book called Bomb. This one's graphic comics. And this is the story of the plotting, the risk-taking, the scheming, the deceit, and the genius that created the world's most dangerous weapon, the atomic bomb. It's the story of the atomic bomb. It's called Bomb. So if you are interested in any of these books or any other books, come on over to the library. We'll be happy to see you.
Whoa, that was really cool. I know I'm stopping by the library.
I hope the weather doesn't ruin my new books. I was going to check one out.
Me too. Let's go to the weather studio with John to see.
Good morning, folks. I'm your weather anchor, John, and welcome to Weather Studio. And it will be sunny for the rest of the week until the weekend. Then it will be cloudy and rainy over the weekend, so no going outside. As usual, it will be cold in the morning, but warm in the afternoon. For this week, riddle me this, Colts. They're big and wet, and you want to jump on it with boots. It's a puddle, Colts. That's all we have for weather today, and back to the KTV studio.
That sounds good. I hope my food stays dry.
Speaking of food, let's see what the lunch is for today.
It's going to be the beef hot dogs, spaghetti with marinara.
Bean and cheese pupusas, ham and cheese sandwiches, and the usual Caesar salads.
You know, while I was eating my lunch, I forgot to show up for my club meeting.
Speaking of clubs, let's list them off right now.
First off, we have the Pride Club, meeting on Thursdays during lunch in room 29.
We also got Aviation Club at lunch on Fridays in room 15.
Do you like drawing? Come to room 14 at lunch on Tuesdays to show off your artistic skills.
I like driving, so that's why I go to the RC Car Club on the first B-day of every week in room 6 at lunch.
Why don't you come to the D&D Club on Mondays and Fridays at lunch? whether you have a team or not.
Speaking of games, we have board games and card club on all days of the week except Friday in room 40.
Ah, dang, I gotta be on my math test.
That's okay because you can get math help at lunch in rooms 10, 12, 11, and 9 at lunch.
You can swing by after school in the library for some extra help too. You know, when you're done with your clubs, you can go and help pick up trash around the campus to keep the campus clean.
But it's not my trash, so why do I have to pick it up?
Well, because littering has become a major problem here at Kenilworth. There's way too much for Mr. E and Mr. Tony. I know Tony has something to say about this.
Guys, look at this, all this traffic. Can you please help me out? You guys like me, right? Please help me out. Put it in the garbage can for me, so I don't have to do all this extra work, so I can do something else. Thank you, please.
Okay, I will make sure to keep this place clean by picking up my trash and others.
So Colts, be like Chris and pick up trash, even if it's not yours.
I wonder if sports people pick up their trash. But speaking of sports, let's tune in with Babs.
Good morning, Colts. I'm your sports anchor, Babs, and welcome to the Sports Corner. Have you heard of basketball and volleyball? Because I heard they are going to have a game today. It will be Kenilworth and LJ for girls volleyball and boys basketball. And if you are going, make sure to bring your spirit. Did you know Patrick Warburton wrestled before he became an actor? Maybe you can join Kenilworth Wrestling now. And that's all I have for sports. Now let's head back to the KTV studio.
Thanks, Babs, for the sports update. Do we have anything else to report, Asher?
Well, I think that's all we have.
Well, let's have a fantastic, magical rest of the day.
And
that's KTV.